Hey guys, and welcome to week 4 scouting and just generally looking at some stats. So after our 44-7 pounding of the Raiders, we had Ratliff come back, had a little bit going on there, and from there, let's start with scouting at first. See if there's any draft stories. So no, same thing with Alex Reeve going from rugby to right end for Texas. So really we have a clean slate. Let's look at the standings within the division. Packers are 1-2. So actually we haven't went back into forward in time, so no one's played their fourth game. But probably should put this on the front end. So that's what I'll probably end up doing. Scouting. Let's do scouting now. Then we'll go forward, look at all the stats, and we'll do scouting again. From now on, this will be prior to the game and not after the game. I think. Yeah. So we're going to look at our scouting. Mob Brooks actually out there on trade block. So Cutler, he's on the roster for another year. Still take a big hit, theoretically. At running back, Forte, we just took Jeremy Langford. We got some good pieces there. Fullback, you don't have a fullback because we're using Kyrie Lee at tight end. Receiver, I think we're pretty much set at receiver. Biggest thing is we need to stack our line. So Bushrod is getting older up there. Left guard Slauson. We got Grasal that is in center waiting behind Montgomery. Kyle Long is playing right tackle. So we probably need to grab possibly a tackle or a guard. So now let's look at what we want. So we did look at Malik Griffin here. First round talent, good impact block, pass block, and run block. Here's a zone run scheme. Second rounder, 6'5", 318 out of Wisconsin. So he is a run blocker. So we're gonna unlock here. Good impact block, toughness, and run block. So he is second round talent. Pass block is not up there, which kind of worries me. Here's a monster there, USF. We're going to look at this one. Joey Moon, 6'5", 314, fifth rounder out of Montana. He is a balanced offense. Let's see. So impact block, toughness, and run block. Yeah, he is definitely a late fifth rounder. That he is. So let's see here. This one from Syracuse, Shamel Mays, 6'6", 318. Projected fourth rounder. He's balanced. So impact block, toughness, and run block. So he would be someone that could possibly be there. We got a big drop off from this. Wow. So look at Jarius Ford, 6'2", 308 out of UCF. Zone run, toughness, run block, pass block. They say he's going to go undrafted. He's got Boise State spread offense, 6'4", 334, big mauler, and a spread. Pass block, toughness, impact block. They say he is a 7th rounder. So, I mean, I don't have anything on this side. We might have to convert a left tackle over. Might add him to the watch list because if he falls to the 3rd round, I think that's a good price for that. Let's go on the defense. Defensive side of the ball. The biggest thing, corner, Justin Marshall here. Cunningham 6'6". Demetric Clark here. Tampa, although it is a Tampa 2 scheme from Alabama, he's 5'11", 183. He is a zone player. Zone, press. So he's projected to be a late 1st rounder. We'll have to see where he fits in. So let's hit for scouting here. We're going to go in the next week. We're going to do the scouting again. And then actually we're going to see if there's anyone that's on there that is actually scoutable before we take on the Chiefs, and we'll look at some of the things going on in the news and things like that. Some of the standings, some of the stats. So Isaiah McKay sees his struggles continue, missing several key blocks in a 24-16 loss. So that's not a good thing for him. We'll have to see what it is. We can possibly, if he falls far enough, he's at talent, we could see who it is. So we have another pretty much time to sit here and look around. So he's a left tackle. We were actually going to look at him anyway. Oklahoma spread offense, 6'6", 306, zone blocking, spread, impact block, pass block, and run block. So they say he is here, so it might be awareness here. They say he is a 1st round talent in the 2nd round. So we'll have to see about that. Let's go back to corner. So we're looking at Demetric Clark. Be across the board. Demetric Clark could be something we get. They say he's a 2nd round talent, but if he falls through, we'll look at that. Looking for some tall guys. Alright, here's Mac Lynch out of Wisconsin. Attacking 4'3". He's not 3'4", but we can convert him. 6'1", 208 prototype. Let's see here. Man coverage is C. Zone coverage is C. Press the D. They say he's a mid. He's a 7th rounder, so he's a dud. Essentially. That's what they say. He's short. I'm looking for some tall guys. Here's Zone Blitz 3-4 out of Indiana. Connor Gardner, supposed to be a 3rd round prospect. He's 6 foot 183. So C+ man, C+ zone, and D recognition. They say he's a 6th. That would be a project we'd bring in later. Let's see, Adrian Baker. No, he's 5'10". I'm looking for some tall corners here. Or Rutgers, Sexton Maxwell. He's still short. What about safeties? Hybrid defense. Wow. This really has a big jump. So Connor Hurst is supposed to be a 5th round prospect out of Georgia. He's 6 and 202. He's a playmaker. Good hit power. Good catching. Good pursuit. They say he is a 5th round pick. Merrill Vincent, hybrid out of USC. 5'10", don't like that. What about Ty Chester at a Mountain Valley State, coming from a base 3'4", 6'1", 229 prototype. There's a power, zone coverage, tackle. So there's another guy from there. So we're looking at a couple prospects that might be good for us. Let's look at let's see. Defensive tackle. I mean, we got Eddie Goldman there. Ends are right. Let's look at another tight end, possibly. Zachary Cole, Alabama, spread. He's 6'3". Holy crap. 249. He's a receiver, too. Good catch. Good catch in traffic. So we might carry 4 tight ends on this team. But as we enter this month, still Breast Cancer Awareness Month, let's make sure we have, so we have coming back to our lineup, as I pass here, is Jay Ratliff. So he's going to be coming back in the lineup. Eddie Goldman's going to be playing behind him. And then from there, Jenkins is going to be on one side. And then Sutton's going to be on the other. We're actually going to put... Where's Ferguson? We're going to put Ferguson behind Jenkins. Right tackle, still going to be Kyle Long. And we're going to go with this. McPhee's still going to be over here. Sam Acho's going to play behind him. Jared Allen and Lamar Houston. Fuller, Ball, we're going to have Porter, McManus, and Mitchell. Amos and Vereen are back here. And then we got Antron Roll. So, we're going to look at some of the things that are going on here. The Lions are 3-1. We're 2-2. Green Bay is 2-2, and the Vikings are 1-3. So we're going to have to check out stats. I haven't really explored these too much. Weekly awards. Here we go. Week 1. As you can see, we'll recap from week 1 back. Matt Forte was NFC offense. 23 carries, 95 yards. 8 receptions, 146 yards, 2 receiving touchdowns. Looks like Deshaun Goldson, 8 tackles, 1 interception, took that to the house. And AFC offense, Andy Dalton, 26 of 35, 311 yards, 3 touchdowns. Took 1 sack, 5 carries for 13 yards. Revis, 6 tackles and 3 interceptions. Damn, Revis has not lost it. Going to week 2, Brendan Cooks, 8 receptions, 165 yards, and 3 touchdowns. And then the offense for Ryan Mallett over on the AFC, 26 of 41, 343 passing, 5 touchdowns, and he took 1 sack. NFC defense, Captain Merlin, 11 tackles, 1 interception. Terrell Suggs, 10 tackles and 4 sacks. Week 3, we're going to Cam Newton, 25 of 35, 261 yards, 3 passing touchdowns. Took 6 sacks, but he carried the ball 10 times for 67 yards and 1 rushing touchdown. Phillip Rivers, 29 of 47, 367 passing yards, 3 touchdowns. Threw 1 pick, took 2 sacks. And then back to defense. Captain Mutterland again. 10 tackles, 1 forced fumble, 1 fumble recovery, and I'm guessing he took that fumble recovery to the house. And then an AFC defense, Mitchell there, I think it's Evan Mitchell, maybe? Not sure about the defensive tackles for the Dolphins. 6 tackles, 3 sacks. Going to week 4, Cutler 24 for 27, 318, 4 passing touchdowns, and 3 sacks against the Raiders. Andy Dalton 24-35, 344 yards, 4 passing touchdowns. He did take 5 sacks though. On the defensive side, Bobby Wagner 13 tackles for loss, 2 interceptions. Then the AFC, Rashid Jones gets 8 tackles and 2 interceptions. So that'll be your awards to catch up from here. As of right now, we are definitely getting the ball rolling as we are going to pull up the schedule here. We're going to look at schedule from last week. So Ravens beat the Steelers. Looks like Miami handedly beat the Jets. Indy handily beat the Jags. Giants edge out Buffalo. Tampa Bay edges out Carolina. Philly edges out Washington. We whoop Oakland. Looks like Atlanta wins by 7 over Houston. Cincinnati edges by 4 over Kansas City. San Diego whoops Cleveland. Green Bay whoops San Francisco. St. Louis beats Arizona. Denver beats Minnesota by 3. Here's the funny part. This actually happened in real life today, where Denver beat Minnesota 23-20, which is funny. Dallas beats New Orleans by 3, and then Detroit beats Seattle by 3 in Seattle on Monday Night Football. So, looking at this, we play the Chiefs in Kansas City. We have a little, we don't really have a dilemma here. Sproles on the trade block, so is Williams. We might be looking to see if we can trade some players that we have. Some of the older players, possibly get some draft picks. I'm really looking that we're going to be in the middle of the pack. I don't think we're going to make the playoffs. It is possible with us edging out some of these teams. I mean, looking at our schedule, we should be talking about this with the schedule on. I mean, we edged out the Packers. We beat the Cardinals pretty handily because of turnovers. We lost the Seahawks. We beat the Raiders, which was a needed win. So really, we should be, if it wasn't for edging out the Packers with a field goal, I mean, we should be 1-3 right now. And it's very possible with our schedule that we may not even get back to a 5-10. Very possible. Seeing we play the Chiefs, play the Lions, going to bye week, play AP, the Vikings, go to the Chargers. We play good defense in the Rams at St. Louis. We go play Peyton Manning. Actually, Peyton Manning comes to play us. We play at Lambeau. San Fran comes see us. Here's another possible win here as the Redskins come to Chicago. We play the Vikings in Minnesota. Lovie Smith again, this time in Tampa, and then we finish the year out with the Lions. So it's very possible we don't make the playoffs. And so we are rebuilding. We'll have to see what we can do. We need to rebuild along the line. We need to shore up some of that line play like we've been scouting. But thank you all for joining me. We will definitely go into Arrowhead Stadium against the 1-3 Chiefs and see if we can't steal this game away from them. It's very possible, being that they're 1-3, but we'll see what we can do. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.